The Sprint Booster V3 power converter will be for any 05 to 10 Mustang owner looking to seriously improve the throttle response of their S197. What this basically does is almost eliminates the entire drive-by-wire throttle delay, which in essence is basically the delay between the time you hit the pedal to the time the throttle body actually opens up. Now with that said, it's going to increase all of your acceleration with a ton of different features that the older versions of the Sprint Booster power converter did not offer. I will take you through all of those features, show you exactly how they work actually in the car with it plugged in, and then we'll go for a drive and see how the thing reacts, and you guys can see exactly how I react to this thing in action. Now off the bat, I do want to mention this is in no way, shape, or form going to add any type of horsepower or torque. It's simply eliminating the delay between the time you hit the pedal and the time the throttle body opens. This is going to be very different than the V2 power converter from Sprint Booster you may be previously familiar with. Now this does have the same off, sport, and race mode, but in addition to that, each mode will have a sensitivity 1 through 9 to really up the ante on how much throttle response delay you're eliminating. Now I'm going to take you all through that, so why don't we just take this into the car, I'll plug it in, and I'll show you everything you need to know about the modes that this thing offers as compared to the previous generations, and then we'll hop in the car for a ride. Alright guys, obviously we're sitting here in our 2006 Mustang GT, and this thing's actually supercharged, but I'll touch on that in just a bit here. So once you plug it in, if you press the Sprint Booster button in the center once, it activates your sport mode, which gives you a green light. Now along with the green light, with this particular V3 version, you're now getting different numbers showing up on your screen. The sport mode gives you one step above the factory settings, which just gives you a little bit more throttle response to have a little bit more fun with the car, but it's not too overbearing or full throttle like the race mode would be. So it'll all depend on your personal preference, but you can throw that up to 9 and go full throttle on the sport mode without going into the race. So next in line is obviously going to be the race mode, which you can activate by just clicking one more time on the Sprint Booster button in the center to give you a red light on the indicator. This lets you know that you are in fact in race mode, which lets you play with the most throttle response possible in your pedal. What this basically means is you get the most fun out of the driving experience. You can really go all out with literally no drive-by-wire delay, which is basically what this product is all about. Now with race mode, you also get levels 1 through 9, so you can scroll through that as well. 1 being just a little bit of that race, and then 9 going all out, giving you the most possible throttle response that your pedal can give you. This version does incorporate a couple of new features I'm going to show you here. The first of which, the pedal lockout mode, basically renders your pedal essentially useless, giving you absolutely no throttle at the pedal. So this is going to be some sort or a slight form of theft prevention. So you can activate this when you turn your car off. When you turn it back on, you actually have to enter a 3-digit PIN number that you can set yourself before shutting it off. So the last feature I want to show you guys with the power converter we have here is going to be called valet mode. Now the way valet mode works is it essentially allows you to limit how much throttle response you can have at the pedal, which is great for guys out there who have first-time drivers or first-time Mustang drivers hopping in their car and going for a cruise. So with that said, you can limit it to 55% throttle, 65%, and 75% throttle. You're actually going to follow the same steps you set for the pedal lockout modes, set your passcode, follow the exact same steps as the lockout mode, and you're good to go. Without me babbling on anymore, let's hop in the car, see how this thing runs, and go for a spin. The first thing I want to talk about with the Sprint Booster V3 power converter installed on this is the fact that it doesn't make a difference what your setup is, it'll work in every single circumstance. A lot of people have been asking if it works with tunes, and absolutely it does. You can stack this right on top of a tune. I'm gonna start on sport mode with a level 4. So that gives, it's not crazy different, but it's different. Here, let's try this. I'm not on the throttle at all. You see, it kind of gives you that jerk. Now, again, it's supercharged, I get it, but that delay is very different. Wow. You can get on it a little bit more and, you know, have that acceleration off the line just increase a little bit to have that jolt. Kind of gives you just a little bit of thrill without going, you know, too overboard. So let's bump things up here. We're gonna go with a full 9 on sport mode. So we're still, oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. You can feel it in the pedal. You can like kind of just tip it with your big toe and it's like, it's right there. So I'm in second gear, I'm on race mode, and I have this on a 5. So this is 5 on race mode. I actually lost traction. I was in second gear, came around the corner a bit, and I just feathered it. Give it a little, like I said, just big toe, just a little notch, and it kicked. I'm in third gear right now, and it's accelerating like I'm in first. 5 on the race mode that's serious business, but we're going with the 9. You guys can see 9, and the red obviously again means race. Oh my God, the second you even breathe on the pedal, it throws your head right back. Even just like right here, I'm just kind of cruising, you know, shifting at normal shift points. A 9 on race mode, which we're on right now, I feel like I can just breathe on the pedal and it would push you forward. It would keep you going. For guys who want to pick this up for themselves, you might be wondering what the price is, and it's gonna come in right around the price range of a tuner. So it's gonna be around the $300 mark, whereas a tuner is just a little bit more than that. Now obviously a tuner, you get custom tunes, you get horsepower additions. I did install this myself. It's extremely simple. You can just pop right under the car. It took me 5 minutes before hopping in here with you guys. Extremely simple. Literally no hand tools are required. There's no drilling, cutting, splicing, none of that nonsense. It does get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on my difficulty meter. It shouldn't take you longer than about 5 minutes to complete from start to finish. All it does is come with 2 separate wires. You get the plugs that go onto the dashboard and then the actual module that'll plug into said plugs. All you'll have to do is go right under the dashboard on the driver's side and unplug the pedal acceleration connector, the OEM connector. Unplug that from the factory harness. You'll swap it out with the wire from Sprint Booster's power converter kit, and then take the accelerator plug you just disconnected and plug it into the other end. Now, once you have that plugged in, it's just a matter of plugging the module in. So it's really just unplug, plug in, put that on the other end, and then you're good with the module. From there, it is immediately ready to go. There's no installing anything, there's no downloading software. If you're looking to increase the throttle response of your 05 to 10 Mustang GT, then the Sprint Booster V3 power converter is a great way to do it. It's affordable, and you can check it out for yourself right here at AmericanMuscle.com.